now. 20 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is April 7th, 2016, and looks like another nice day in Ocala. It is Thursday, and let me tell you what the forecast is. Let me tell you what the forecast is, Robin. 63 degrees here at the studios of The Source. Looks like it's going to rain today. Wow. That's what it says anyway. I'm the amateur weatherman, don't forget. It's 80%. 80% chance we'll see rain today. Highs in the lower 80s. Lows tonight around 55 degrees. It already rained in my place. Looks like it might be... did it rain on your way in this morning, Robin?
It rained at my place, and it rained all the way in this morning.
Oh, it did? Well, good morning, Robin. How you doing?
Good morning. Good. How are you?
Good. We've got, let's see, the rest of the forecast tomorrow, mid-80s with partly cloudy skies. Saturday... upper 70s, low Saturday night in the upper 40s. Wow, some cool temperatures on Saturday. No mention of rain on Saturday or Sunday, but cool temperatures. And then things back to the way they are today by Monday. So there you go. You need to know the weather forecast, right?
You do.
Let me tell you what we're doing this morning. If you are a fan of the Money Pit radio show, Tom Kreitler is probably a name you're familiar with, and he'll be on the air with us in about 10 minutes or so. He's coming out at 7:35 to talk to us about some do-it-yourself spring projects that you might want to tackle. So, yeah,
he's a nice guy.
You got what I got.
I do.
You got what I got. We're giving it to each other. Joe has it. Patsy has it.
Yeah, my mom had it for 2 weeks, and she's just getting over it now.
Oh, man. I think Anthony had it.
Yeah.
I think so.
So I got my spray, Joe, so you don't have to worry about germs. Everything's being sprayed. After
Tom Kreitler is off the air with us at 7:45, we'll talk about the news and our commentary for what it's worth. You know, that's where we do that. 8:35 is when we don't offer commentary. If you're a regular listener, you know about that. If you're irregular, you need to go get a laxative. Anyway, you know what I mean. News bites. We just deliver the news as it's written. Veterans News today is a full hour long. It's a special program today. Hank Whittier has invited Marion County Sheriff Chris Blair to be his guest, and it'll be a fun show today because last Friday was the big boxing match that we've been talking about forever, and so Chris was one of the Sheriff Blair, I should say, was one of the fighters, one of the contenders, right?
Yeah,
Hank Whittier was one of the contenders, and of course a lot of the vets that you normally come in here with Hank were there, although they weren't all fighting.
No, but they volunteered to keep the tickets flowing. They people at the tables.
They worked it. Yeah, they worked it for sure. It ought to be a fun show today.
Everything.
Full hour today. Just so you know. Dr. David Atkins at 10:05. Dr. Atkins is the acting chief research development officer from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Coincidentally, he's talking about National Minority Health Month.
Yep.
The Veterans Affairs emphasis on the continued research and services of minority health.
Yep.
Dr. Linda Choas at 10:20. Dr. Choas is an optometrist. She's speaking about the New American Optometry Association's 3D in the Classroom report.
Yeah, this is fascinating stuff.
Yeah, vision problems that can be detected through 3D viewing. All right, we'll find out about that. Casey Clater at 10:35. Casey is a metaphysical teacher, a certified mediation instructor, or meditation, or something like that, an inspirational speaker, and an author. The book is called The Light of Grace, Journeys of an Angel. Journeys of an Angel. And then 11:05, Sarah Leopard.
You're right, meditation. I typed it wrong.
I figured that was metaphysical.
Yeah.
Sarah Leopard, Luz Maria Palecchio, and Haley Pope will all be in the studio talking about occupational therapy. They are the guests of our friend Leah Caruso over at Strive Rehabilitation.
Yep.
And they'll be talking to us about hand therapy, carpal tunnel issues, etc., etc.,
etc.
Fun with Joe today. Do you know what it is?
No, I don't, but it's always fun and different.
Did I tell you what today is? Today is National Beer Day.
Oh, there you go.
Drink with your family, drink it with your friends. Drink till your fat stomach distends. Beer is liquid bread, it's good for you. We like to drink till we spew. Ooh, who cares if we get fat? I'll drink to that. As we sing once more, what is the malted liquor? What gets you drunker quicker? What comes in bottles or in cans? Beer. Can't get enough of it. How we really love it. Beer. Makes me think I'm a man. I can kiss and hug it. I'd rather chug it. Got my belly out to here. Golly, I adore it. Come on, damn it, pour it. Do it for me. Brew it for me. Feed it to me. Speed it to me. The most wonderful drink in the world. Hooray!
Oh, I love this. You got the orchestra and everything behind these guys. I love that.
It's National Beer Day, in other words.
That's cool.
But coincidentally, it's also National Alcohol Screening Day.
Okay.
And it's National Coffee Cake Day and National No Housework Day. But
okay.
But we're focusing on the beer topic today, so everything today is about beer on the Fun with Joe show. It's Beer Day on Fun with Joe. And when Galen, you know this on, I thought this would be a fun topic. I have the top selling items on Amazon.com right now. As of, what time did I do this? 4 o'clock this morning?
Wow.
4:30 this morning, so it might not be this minute, but 4:30 this morning, the top selling, trending top products. And it's interesting, there's only like one book. Amazon was known as a bookseller, right?
Yes.
But they sell everything. They sell everything. And so
they do. It's great.
And just remember what Kim Commando said. She said, by Thanksgiving of this year, you'll start to see Amazon delivering with drones.
Yeah.
Maybe not here in Ocala, but somewhere in this country. So
I got to order some stuff.
We'll see.
Amazon
We'll see
for
what
Christmas
that's like.
and have it delivered that way.
Let's see. Other things in the news that we can talk about before we get to the bottom. Something light. Let me find something light. Oh gosh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, so on Easter we learned about, or before Easter we learned about a cake, and now I guess everybody knew about this, but you and I.
Yeah.
The Simnel cake, the Easter Simnel cake.
Yeah.
Okay, remember what it looks like? It looks like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretty. Joe knew what it was.
Joe knew what it was. Yeah. So a lady in London, England, baked one of these Simnel cakes. Now the symbolism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. The symbolism is that I thought there were 12 disciples.
There are.
Okay. Well, the symbolism was supposed to be that the disciples were represented by the little balls or eggs or whatever it is on the outskirts of this round cake. And then the middle round ball was representing Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I think they maybe left one off. But anyway.
Well, it's probably because Judas turned him in, and that's why
maybe.
it's
Okay.
on Easter.
Okay.
But then they picked somebody else to be the 12th disciple after that. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, a lady in London named Fiona Mosley tweeted. I'm sorry. A lady in London named Sue Mosley. Instagrammed a photo of her cake. There's the photo right there.
That's cool.
Okay, and the way I picture it for the listeners, it's a round cake. How would you describe it? I don't know if those are eggs on the outside or just round marshmallows, whatever they are.
I don't know, but it sure looks good.
But just picture marshmallows, okay? That's the best way to picture this, okay? And each of the marshmallows is like slightly burned on the top or colored or maybe seasoned or something with a darker color. Okay. Well, that's going to help you understand why Instagram banned her, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
Fiona Mosley tweeted Sunday that her mother, Sue Mosley, had been banned by Instagram after the website flagged her photo of a traditional Simnel Easter cake as containing sexually suggestive content or nudity.
Oh, my
It was a picture of a cake. The cake is decorated with 11 balls around the circumference representing the 11 disciples and a 12th ball in the middle representing Jesus. So I don't understand the number, but thank you. Got a bug off.
Got the bug, good. I know, we have these.
The cake is decorated with, okay, I did that. She said, my mom's Instagram account was suspended because she posted a picture of an Easter Simnel cake and the automated censorship said it was a breast.
Okay.
So she wrote back, it's not a boob. Mosley's sister Jennifer, who baked the cake, posted another picture of her on her own Instagram account. This gets even better. They wrote to Instagram. This is what they wrote back. Your account has been disabled for not following the community guidelines. We won't be able to reactivate it. We disable accounts that post content that is sexually suggestive or contains nudity.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now,
oh my gosh.
Well, now that it's making the rounds, I think Instagram will say, "What? It was a cake?
Yeah.
It was a cake? It didn't even look like a human being." And anyway, all right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Rich Dennison. The gloves coming off the Democratic presidential race in Philadelphia. Bernie Sanders telling a large rally he doesn't think Hillary Clinton is qualified to be president.
I don't think that you are qualified if you get $15 million from Wall Street through your super PAC.
He also cited Clinton's votes on the Iraq War and harmful trade agreements, the Clinton campaign calling the claims absurd. Donald Trump's campaigning in New York following his loss in Wisconsin, taking a swipe at Ted Cruz, invoking Cruz's line in which he criticized New York values. Cruz also campaigning in New York, which holds its primary on the 19th. A state of emergency across much of northwest Oklahoma as a large wildfire there threatens homes and businesses.
This is something that it's a boots-on-the-ground type of a firefight.
Oklahoma Forestry Director George Geisler says firefighters are taking on the flames from the ground and the air. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Today, my new dad threw a barbecue.
Today, my new son and I threw a barbecue.
There were burgers and chicken.
I burnt everything. The burgers, the chicken, the salad.
They were delicious.
They were awful.
And then we had watermelon.
I'm allergic to watermelon.
And then we played catch.
I broke Mr. Lewis's window, Mrs. Wakeham's window, Mrs. Wakeham's windshield. And then, somehow, my hand. My hand!
And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right! It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
The ambient blue light from street lamps is basically as bad for your sleep as using a smartphone or tablet before bed. It means a judge could end up deciding to split all of your property 50-50 even if you were the one who actually paid for everything. That's why he says all unmarried couples should have a cohabitation contract. A woman who dangles her handbag from the crook of her arm, for example, is seen as confident, self-assured.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Good credits, bad credits, it's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
We are The Source, WOCA.
The day has arrived for the annual golf tournament between rival clubs. Whether golf is your game or not, you're bound to enjoy Fox on the Fairway. Live on stage at Ocala Civic Theater, this hilarious farce pits two rival country clubs against each other in the annual tournament. It's a competition filled with romance, screwball comedy, and a surprise ending. Any way you slice it, Fox on the Fairway is a winner. On stage now through April 17th. For tickets and information, check OcalaCivicTheater.com or call 352-236-2274. Don't miss it.
All right, 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I guess our guest is not calling in, which is okay. We got so many other things I'd rather talk about. You went yesterday, Robin, to the play, The Fox on the Fairway, which we just heard an advertisement for. And I meant to ask you about that. How was the show?
Oh, it was absolutely wonderful. It was just such a great show. It was so fun. You had a lot of belly laughs. It's a really fun comedy. My mom and I have never seen it before or heard of it before, and we really like the fact the Civic Theater is bringing in new stuff. And all of the cast was just such fun. John Espin-Shada Jr., Emily Stranger, Anthony Palumbo was there. He was really hysterical.
Really? Was he? Okay, he's one of the cast members?
Yeah,
oh my
he
gosh.
was.
Let me find his picture.
One of the main ones. Holly Sherwood, Jeff Cole, Daryl Champagne, and Allison Metcalf.
Oh, wow. You wouldn't recognize him. I haven't seen him since he was like a kid, basically.
I know. I was looking at him, on the stage. You could see it when you're looking at him for real, and it was such fun. The actors had a lot of chemistry, really good stuff they did. They just did a wonderful, wonderful job last night.
And Allison Metcalf was in the studio not too long ago.
Right.
With a health-related issue, right? I can't remember what she was in for.
Right. I can't recall.
But anyway.
But they did such a great job.
So what is this a story about? I mean, what is the storyline? So it's a comedy.
It's a comedy. There are two competing golf courses, and they compete against each other each year and for a trophy. And this one golf course won the trophy like for the past 5 years. And this other golf course was trying to win it, and it's really funny, and it was unpredictable, and it was just really, really great. I don't want to tell too much because you'll get,
Because the
story, you'll give it away. And they did such a great job. It goes through April 17th, and it's really a wonderful, wonderful play.
So you and your mom have 4 thumbs between the two of you?
Yes, we do.
How many thumbs up does this one get?
Yeah, 4.
4 thumbs up.
Yeah, this was really, really funny. The costumes were great. The sets were great. Everything was fabulous. It went really, really quick. Got out of there about 5 after 10, and it was really, really nice. They had intermission, and but no, all of the actors together, they just did such a great, great job. So kudos to you guys and Mary.
Fox on the Fairway. So are we giving tickets away to this during Fun with Joe?
Yes, we are.
So if you want to win tickets for free, play Fun with Joe. We'll give tickets away to at least one person every day we do this, right?
Yeah, it is absolutely outstanding.
Fun with Joe today at 11:40 or so is when we do that, right?
Yeah. So it was really, really good. Good job, actors.
Nothing that I printed came up, huh?
No, but let me just double check again.
Okay, we can do these other things.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Some of the things in the news this morning that we can offer a commentary on ourselves, and of course, invite you to offer your own commentary if you want to call in. Oh, by the way, there was a story this morning that I wanted to ask Galen about. There's a story actually about the blood banks in the state preparing for the possibility that the Zika virus might be an issue, and so I wanted to ask Galen about that. All right, let's see, what kind of news stories do we have? The Masters tee off, a little bit of sports to start off with that one. This year's Masters will be full of familiar faces fighting for that famed green jacket, including defending champion Jordan Spieth, who I'm probably mispronouncing his name. Seems like every time there's is a name I mispronounced it. But a lot of talk will focus on who won't be teeing off this morning at Augusta National. Tiger Woods withdrew from the tournament on Monday because of a back injury, and Arnold Palmer announced last month he would not take the ceremonial first swing for the first time since 2007.
Wow.
Minus Palmer, golf legends Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player will do the honors at 8:05 this morning.
Gosh.
So just about a half hour from now.
Maybe he's not feeling good.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You know, he must be 90, right?
He's up there.
Yeah.
He's up there. Thousands of muggles, which are non-wizarding people.
Is that from Harry Potter?
I guess so, yeah. Are expected to make the pilgrimage to Universal Studios today in Orlando for the opening of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Inside the snow-covered medieval village of Hogsmeade, based on the renowned Harry Potter books and movies, will entrance visitors with its restaurant and 2 rides.
Mm-hmm.
One of these, the Forbidden Journey, has reportedly made some test riders nauseous.
Ooh.
So be wary.
There you go. It's not for me. I can't handle those rides.
The woman at the center of Rolling Stone's now retracted story about an alleged frat house gang rape must testify today as part of a lawsuit against the magazine. Jackie is not her real name, I don't think. That's what they're calling her. The sole source for the 2014 article will be deposed by attorneys representing University of Virginia Associate Dean Nicole Eramo. Eramo is suing the magazine and author Sabrina Rubin Erdely for defamation over her portrayal in the story. Jackie has not spoken under oath about her account and continues to stand by it despite intense media scrutiny and a Columbia University review that found systemic editorial failures by the magazine.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I stopped even paying attention to that magazine.
Yeah.
The day they published the cover photo of the Boston Bomber kid.
Yeah, me
Please.
too.
That was the end of it for me.
Yeah, me too. That was
the magazine.
No
I don't look up anything in the magazine. I don't read it. I don't buy it. I never forget it.
No.
You're going to glorify somebody who blew people up
and killed people.
Yeah.
Dismembered people.
I started losing interest in the magazine anyway a few years, a lot of years earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they were always, and the thing that got to me is when I first was a kid and I'd be reading it, it was somewhat political, but it was mostly about music, and then it slowly became very, very political, and in a way I didn't, you know, I'm okay with reading things I don't agree with. Because I think, okay, these are smart people, la, 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 maybe I'm the one who's wrong, blah, blah, blah. But no, not in this one. There's no way I was wrong on that one. You don't put that guy's face on anything.
No, you certainly do not. Certainly do not.
Sorry, I went on a tangent there.
But it's true.
Iceland's fisheries and agriculture minister will meet with the country's president today. Let's see, the agriculture minister in Iceland, I don't know why this is a national story, but it is. Sigmundur Ingi Johansson is expected to meet with President Olafur Ragnar Grimsson today, a day after he said he would seek the president's approval to become the country's next prime minister.
Gosh.
Anybody have a clue why this is a national story?
No clue. No clue.
New York City yesterday banned the use of chewing tobacco at sports venues.
Oh my.
Is that right?
Wow.
Yankee Stadium and Citi Field are 2 examples, joining other cities in discouraging Major League Baseball players from the habit with deep roots in the game of baseball.
Well, you got to have some place to spit it. So you got to carry this disgusting can with this disgusting stuff that you spit into it.
Mayor Bill de Blasio signed into law an immediate prohibition on the use of smokeless tobacco at sports and recreational areas that issue tickets. Last night's game at Yankee Stadium was affected by it. Our youth nationwide look up to athletes in that spotlight.
Exactly.
Is a quote by de Blasio. He said, we're taking a huge step forward to ensure that our youth are not exposed to dangerous practices.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The Yankees publicly supported the initiative, which follows similar ones passed in Boston, Chicago, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. The state of California has a statewide ban due to take effect next year, affecting stadiums in Anaheim, Oakland, and San Diego. When professional baseball emerged in America in the 19th century, chewing tobacco was already one of its customs, and the habit remains popular.
Yeah. It does. It's a huge industry.
It's one thing I never tried. One thing I never tried.
Well, you can still get cancer.
Yeah, you can still get cancer. Yeah.
Good morning, Tom.
Hey, Tom. You don't chew tobacco, do you? Do you need a microphone?
I don't chew tobacco.
Yeah.
And if you've ever been to a dugout or you've ever been to a public park where softball or baseball is being played and you see someone, they got the big old chew in their mouth, and the reason it's being banned isn't because that they think it's a health concern. It's because people have no manners and no couth, and so they spit it on the concrete right there where you have to walk through.
That is nasty.
Everything.
That is nasty.
That's why they do it.
We had a guy here at this radio station who used to chew tobacco,
and he would leave his cups around, wouldn't he?
He would leave his cups around, but he'd also pour them into the Culligan water cooler, which is not a drain.
The tray.
Right, into the drain.
Oh.
Which is not a drain.
No, it doesn't drain. It just sits there.
It just sits there.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, it was bad.
It was disgusting.
You see,
it was bad.
See, that's when Violent Tom would have showed up. That's like, what's the story? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I make you. That's what would have happened there.
Man.
And don't get me wrong, from the time I was 13.
You never did it, though.
So, no, from 13 to 18, I was a guy that dipped.
What's the difference between dip and
chewing tobacco? Is long
understand.
and leafy, and you put it in a clump in the side of your mouth.
What's dip? A little more chopped?
Dip is the stuff you put in your lip, right there, like snuff.
You did that too?
Oh yeah, I did that from 13 to 15 because, country kids, and it was.
So what'd you do with it when you were done with it?
Well, you just pull it out, throw it on the ground. It was gross. It was terrible. But, I did it for I quit for a practical purpose. I walked into a Jiffy store in Callahan, Florida, where I was raised, and put $1.89 because everybody knows what their packs of cigarettes cost or what their can of dip and all that.
Yeah.
I put $1.89 up there. The lady said $2.11. I said, "Excuse me."
Oh, that did it.
She said it went to $2.11. I said, "Not for this boy, it didn't." And
that was the end of it.
Never have since.
Well, I wonder what raised it. Was it a tax that raised it?
Who knows?
Because that's the logic of our legislators is if we tax it, people will quit.
But that's not the truth.
I don't think it is either.
If you tax it,
but in your case, it was.
Well, if you tax things, people just pay the extra tax.
Hall of Fame player Tony Gwynn died of salivary gland cancer in 2014.
Yeah, he lost. His whole chin and all, his jawbone and all had cancer, and it killed him. And he was one of the greatest hitters ever to play the game, but he dipped, which is what snuff is. He did that.
That's what you did
for his entire career.
How long did you do it?
About 5 years. But there was was it Brett Butler, the baseball player for the Braves?
Yeah.
He had his whole jaw cut out.
Really?
Cancer from tobacco.
Alex got an autograph from him.
Brett Butler, yeah.
When he was playing for the Mets, right?
Yeah, he played with the Mets. And, it's banned now in the minor leagues. No minor league ball player is allowed to have chewing tobacco.
Really?
Allowed to use chewing tobacco on the field. But in the major leagues, they still can have you. And the problem is kids see their when I was a kid, I was a big baseball kid, and I'd see the baseball players doing it. Well, if they're doing it, we're doing it. And then we had the gum, the big league chew gum.
Oh, yeah.
And so it mimicked tobacco and everything.
I used to love that.
Right.
I should actually eat that. By the way, you and Buddy did a great thing yesterday by letting Luke have his own moment yesterday, and I congratulated him on his Facebook page. That was nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. We all have to start somewhere,
You got to
right?
start somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's it. And he did good. And guys like you and like Luke and like Buddy who have sports knowledge, that's a talent that we don't have enough of in radio. So thank you for doing that. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Not much more than a stray shower near the coast today. Otherwise, it's going to be partly sunny with a warm breeze and high of 80 to 85. Clear tonight, a low of 55 to 62. Sunshine tomorrow with a high of 82 to 87. And it is going to stay sunny Saturday, although it's a little cooler, high of 74 to 79. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Tick-tock. The days fly by, and we find tax season is upon us once again. Not to worry, though. With a reputable CPA firm on your side, you can rest assured that all of your needs will be handled in a professional and thorough manner. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart is just that firm. They're there for their clients year-round, not just during tax season, to handle your needs and answer any questions you may encounter. At Robson, Scribner, and Stewart, there is no client too small or too large. Their expertise ranges from the single individual to the largest of corporations. Get your return prepared by a professional who will use their years of experience to ensure that your tax return's outcome will leave you in the best possible position. Call them today at 694-4184. Robson, Scribner, and Stewart. They're there for you today. Again, that number is 694-4184. Time is of the essence, so don't delay. 694-4184. Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
All right, 10 minutes before 8 o'clock, 63 degrees here at the Source, broadcasting live, of course, from the Paddock Mall. Okay, so we're looking down our noses, in a way, at those who chew tobacco, so forgive our arrogance for those of you who chew tobacco. It's not easy to give up a habit that you have acquired. I smoked cigars for a long time. But you know what? We can also look at our own selves, put the mirror up and say we're also doing bad, unhealthy things. Listen to this report. That's another health-related report. People who consume a lot of processed carbohydrates, and basically that's like donuts and, Little Debbie snacks and all that stuff, which I am really guilty of, as well as sugary drinks, and that's even sweet tea, even like juice, even fruit juice that's just not fresh squeezed in your own home. Researchers say the study reported on Tuesday at the American Society for Nutrition annual meeting in San Diego does not prove that bad carbs cause cancer. People who consume a lot of processed carbohydrates think snack foods and sweets and sugary drinks may face heightened risk of breast and prostate cancer. Breast and prostate cancers are two of the most common cancers in the United States. The connection gives more reason for people to cut processed foods from their diets, according to lead researcher Noor McCarran. So while we're talking about, the habit we never had, and kind of looking down our noses at those people saying, "Oh, you are so," we're just as guilty. Mm-hmm. You're shoving donuts in your face. Guess what? You're causing yourself on bad health too. And I'm probably the most guilty one in the whole station here of this.
No, we all like snacks.
We all do, but you know me. Anyway, so we got to stop at the... I know. You know what's going to happen? We're going to have some donuts out there today.
Yeah.
I got to say no. You got to look at them and you got to...
brings them.
I know. They're really good.
They are good.
So, oh, gosh, I got another health story. Women, you need more sleep than us men do.
Gosh.
Well, you know why that is? Because we sleep more than you do.
Yeah.
That's my spin on this. Attention, ladies, go ahead and hit that snooze button on your alarm clock. Researchers at Loughborough University's Sleep Research Center in England have determined women need more sleep than men. The reason? Because women's brains are more complex.
Oh.
How about that?
Okay.
Women's brains are wired differently, so their sleep needs to be slightly greater, said Jim Horn, the director of the Sleep Research Center. Women tend to multitask. They do lots at once and are flexible, and so they use more of their actual brain than men do. Yeah, think about what you do, Robin.
Yeah.
You do a morning show.
Yeah.
And then you're out there sweeping the floor. You get up, you're not here. Yep, in, back and forth, back and forth.
Well, you got to fit it all in. Make it look good.
You got to sleep more. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a religious story. Religious/political story.
Okay.
A rare agreement to save the 206-year-old tomb of Jesus Christ in Old City in Jerusalem has brought a spirit of cooperation among warring Christian communities that sometimes have openly sparred over a tomb where it is believed that the Son of God was resurrected.
Oh my gosh.
One of the serious issues in the church is that the status quo takes place over every other consideration, and it's not a good thing. That's a statement from Athanasius Macora, a Franciscan friar, who said unity is more important than turf war. The parties to the March 22nd Accord for the Church of the Holy Sepulchre include the Greek Orthodox, Armenian Orthodox, and Roman Catholic communities in Jerusalem. That according to the New York Times.
Oh.
The Reverend Samuel Akoyan, the Armenian Patriarch's representative at the Holy Sepulchre, told the New York Times, nobody had to push us. If the Israeli government didn't get involved, nobody would have done anything. Oh, I'm sorry, somebody had to push us.
Yeah.
The site, also called the Aedicule, is that how you say it? Aedicule? Will undergo a $3.4 million renovation beginning next month. The Tomb of Christ, a $3.4 million renovation.
Wow. Wow. I wonder what they're going to do.
The church is currently held together by a 69-year-old iron cage. Each religious group will contribute a third of the costs, and a Greek bank covered the $57,000 for scaffolding in exchange for having its name on the machinery. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no, it's going to be an advertising place now.
Yeah. Oh, gee.
The shrine will remain open to visitors during most of the renovation process. The goal of the restoration effort is to maintain the intangible spirit of a living monument. The tomb is the most alive place, Moropoulos said. More so, she said, than anything I've seen in my life.
Wow.
I've never been there. It's one of my bucket list places, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I've often thought I'd like to go there. But
yeah. Well,
just to see it. I know they have a replica down in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
At the Holy, what do you call that?
Yeah, the Holy Land.
The Holy Land?
Yeah, I want to get down there. It's closer.
North Korea's jamming of GPS signals has the Pentagon worried. Fox News reports that North Korea, which began jamming the signals in South Korea last week, has affected passenger airplanes, Uber drivers, fishing boats, and people who use GPS signals for directions. The United States' military's 30,000 troops stationed in South Korea use an encrypted GPS system which is immune to the jamming.
I hope so.
North Korea last jammed GPS signals on its southern neighbor in 2012. Fox says several officials at the Department of Defense told the network the United States is growing concerned over the latest round of GPS jamming. So there you go.
So next time you and I go somewhere and I'm operating the GPS, if it's wrong...
If it's wrong, you blame Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not me, it's Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, I'm not a good navigator.
Wasn't that our exit, Robin? Not according to this. According to this, we keep driving until we get into the water.
That's right.
Kim Jong-un says so. There was a piece on the Tonight Show. Jimmy Fallon said when Kim Jong-un goes to the barber, he asks for the Burt cut or the Ernie cut, the haircut of one of the Burt and Ernie. Just the top of your head have hair, nothing else. Just
But all the other men in North Korea get their hair cut that way too. You had a news story.
Yeah,
about
there was
that,
a story.
That all the men get their hair cut like Kim Jong-un.
The Silver Springs International Film Festival is happening right now. I'm sure most of you already know that.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, happening at the same time, is the Marion County Student Media Festival.
Yes.
And not the whole week, of course, just tomorrow.
Yes. That is
so
a
this
great
is
event.
tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. If you want to go, it's free, of course. It's at Westport High School. It's fun. Robin and I will be two of the presenters. We don't know who else will be presenting.
Nope.
We think Laura Burns and Joe Burns are presenting.
Yeah,
but we don't. And of course, school board people will be there. School Superintendent George Tommen, I'm sure, will be there.
Exactly. Judge McCune is usually there.
Judge McCune is usually there. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think this is like the 15th year, and we've been doing it for 14 of the 15 years.
All but one. We've done all but one.
We didn't do the very first one, but so we're pretty proud to be part of the judging. Also, we do the judging every year.
So the first part of the show is the younger children. So that starts at 7 p.m. And then they take a break, and those children go home.
Yeah.
And then around 7:50 or so is when the middle and high school award ceremony begins. And what I like about it is that it's televised live.
Yes.
And why does that make a difference to me? Because the fact that they have to stick to a TV schedule means they don't drag their feet.
Right.
It means we do it, and they've got this much time to get this much stuff in, and you're affected by the clock.
For sure.
And so by 7:50, which is the scheduled time for the middle and high school awards, so it's about a 45-minute segment for the younger kids, and the rest of it starts at 7:50. The star-studded event highlights the outstanding video production work for our students. I wanted to read you one thing here.
Okay.
We have had in Marion County many entries that have advanced to the state competition after winning the local level here.
Yep.
Marion County students continue to capture more awards than any other Florida school district in state competition.
And they went on to nationals too when they won that.
Yes.
They do.
And it's completely, by the way, paid for by community sponsors. There is no tax money that goes to this.
Exactly.
All right, we'll take a little break and be right back. Galen, you know this up next. I got a couple of sports stories to share with Galen. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The fight for delegates centering on New York for a lot of candidates. Donald Trump slamming Ted Cruz in a rally on Long Island, New York yesterday.
Talking about New York values with scorn in his face, with hatred of New York. I think you can forget about him.
Cruz also in New York are trying to chip away at Trump's delegate lead in western states. Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton trading insults. He says she's not qualified because of supporting the war in Iraq, while she says he's not well prepared on the issues. A victory for those who are anti-abortion.
Louisiana's State House of Representatives votes overwhelmingly to require